Hey, everybody, welcome into this Tuesday episode of the BGSM Show. Today is Turn 2 Tuesday. So I've got, first of all, something I need to show you. If you're not paying attention, you should see it right down here on the screen over here next to me. It looks like it's up there because Renegade's just commented. I've got Joe joining me. And I've got a video feed for Joe on my stream, and you should see me on his as well. With that being said, Joe, welcome to Turn 2 Tuesday. What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
What's up? Sorry you can't hear Mike on my stream because I forgot to add the audio source. Oh, there it is. It is there. Okay, never mind. I can hear it.
There we go.
Great. So glad to have a blue face on the screen. What can I say?
Renegade just said I love the matching outfits. I mean, I guess we're both wearing white hats and dark colored shirts because mine's blue. It looks like yours is black, right?
We're both balding.
Yeah, that's true too. So, real quick before we get going, Renegade, I know since you're in here, I've made some adjustments with the audio. Let me know how it sounds with Joe as we're going through, because I've changed some stuff, so hopefully I can hear myself, like not blow my ears out, but then also I have his stuff as well. He says it sounds better so far, so that is a positive. So,
That's good.
All right, so where am I hearing noise from?
That would have been my tablet there. Probably.
There we go. I had volume leaking somewhere, and I could just barely hear talking in the background. KPR, you still have Grinder up on the screen behind you.
Oh, oops.
All right, well, so let's get started. Today is Turn 2 Tuesday. Obviously, we're going to talk a little bit of baseball, but just as a starters, as we get going, just a reminder, the BGSM Show, we air Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3:30 East, 2:30 Central. We have a Friday night show at 8:30 East, 7:30 Central. And I've asked this before. I'm trying to get some feedback, so if you're in the comments, and we'll ask this later, but I'm looking at starting a Monday night stream about that same time. Hopefully we'd get like Cam and Rob and Joe to be able to join us. So if that's something you'd be interested in, let us know. Also, if you're on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, Instagram, or TikTok, you can find the show at MMEALS25. Make sure you hit the follow button. Make sure you hit the notifications and turn those on. And lastly, if you're on Twitch and you have Amazon Prime, if you hit the Prime sub, I'd appreciate that. It costs you no money that way. On that note, now it's switched on this screen. Over this shoulder, you should see the link to Joe's stuff. So, Joe, I'll give you a chance. Plug all your information. Tell us where you're at and tell us what's going on with you, buddy.
You can find me at twitch.tv/knockrevive. Bull Buscalis, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Thanks for following. Welcome in. And boy, thanks for the follow. I forgot to unmute my mic, this mic, you know. You got 2 mics, 3 mics, 4 mics, 5. Bull Palaskis, however you say your name. Thanks for the follow. BGSM Show, you can find me twitch.tv/please revive for terrible gameplay and so much more, and even more great baseball talk today. Also, Rave, thanks for the follow.
I will say one thing I've noticed already as we're trying this. The Renegade said your audio is a little choppy, so I turned the gain down on yours. I think the camera setting that we have right now with using Discord for the dual camera, it's kind of bumped up the bit rate. But we'll get that adjusted and we'll get that tuned in. But with that being said, we're going to get some games going here. We're going to talk about some baseball and stuff. So this is where we really got to work on this because I'm not exactly sure how to do this the best way, but we're going to flip this over and I'm going to try to get our stream rolling. So Hey, that one worked.
I've got my gameplay up, but I'm trying to get my camera up. For some reason, it won't activate.
So I had to close
I know why.
Discord and then it
That's
activates.
right.
Yep. See, it's a learning curve for all of us around here because we don't have our
There we
little
go.
we don't have our little transition screen created just yet. All right,
I'm
so
ready.
I know we have a couple updates here. Obviously, I'm disappointed you didn't buy the Billie Eilish screen, Joe. I was really expecting you to get that outfit. But I have been told there's a pretty cool new AR in the game, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. Also,
It is nice.
I just realized I need to do this because we were still on trios. All right, so the first question I have for you. The latest erroneous mistake in the world of Major League Baseball.
Erroneous.
Hunter Wendelstadt, who is the son of Harry Wendelstadt, who is another MLB umpire. Obviously, everybody by now has seen the interaction with Aaron Boone. You know as well as I do, I hate the Yankees. You hate the Yankees. I'm not an Aaron Boone fan. The Wendelstadt umpire school is one of the best schools for umpires there is. It is basically like the Harvard or the Yale of umpire schools. It's a 5-week course. People go through it. It's 6 days a week. You do classroom training and then you do on-field training. That school has produced more MLB umpires than any other umpiring school. But then you see a situation like the deal with Aaron Boone over the weekend against the A's where he got tossed. How do we fix umpires in baseball? Also, you need to ready up, Joe.
What's readying up? Aaron didn't help himself out there. He is a hothead, and
Yep.
so the triggering. So actually, I think it's good for baseball. I know this could sound crazy.
Okay.
It's good for the entertainment side of things. That little moment that happened is going to bring millions of viewers onto social media, at least to bring it to baseball. I know it's not a good look for the umpires, but it's hilarious. It's just fun, especially since Aaron Boone's wearing aviators, just chilling. The part that needs to be fixed is just like, hey, you don't own baseball, you don't own the game that's being played, so don't act like it. And I think that would go a long way, but that's never going to happen.
Yeah. Well, I think we've touched on this once before with there has to be something of an accountability with umpires, and that's the problem that so many people have. I'm going here because Renegade said this is the bot here where you can buy that new assault rifle.
Oh.
But
I've had the new assault rifle already. I do enjoy it.
Nice. But yeah, there's no accountability in it. And as a former umpire, and I know I never took it above the high school level. I only did, I think, 1 year in high school playoffs, which is kind of like the further you go in playoffs, the better or whatever. Just getting selected to do high school baseball playoffs was an honor for people like our level. So, but, I understand what it is to be an umpire, and I understand the issues that come with it and how hard the job actually is and all that stuff, right? But that being said, it's just a bad look.
Right? It is just a bad look for the... First of all, like the first thing that comes to mind outside of what I've already said is maybe an age limit? Like, can we have some 45-year-olds doing this? Some 50-year-olds? Not dudes that end up way out of their prime? And then the computer thing, or the AI thing is another huge fix solution, in my opinion.
Yeah, I really like the idea of the the thing that we talked about with that, yeah. Supposedly the bot is somewhere right around here.
Well,
So now I gotta just find him.
on me.
Well, I've already taken out 2 guys. You're on your own.
Pure Sneak 92 has left the building. Do 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 do.
I'm not seeing a AI character here.
Keep looking.
Oh my god, that thing sounds loud.
It's loud as all get out.
This is going to be fun. I found a green one, so I at least got one to try.
You know what my biggest fear was, Mike?
What's that?
When I pulled up this morning on Fortnite and I got that gun, I thought it replaced the DMR, and I was super sad.
Yeah, Renegade said the guy was here for him. Let's see. It says he should be here. Because I got the, if you look on the character map, it shows a new character around here, but I don't see him. I do have airbending already.
What's the character's?
So when you pull up the map,
Assassin.
yeah, since it's not showing for me yet, I can't see him.
Yeah, 22 and 23. I don't see him either. Maybe they accidentally put it in this morning. No, that can't be right.
I'm gonna airbend around here, see if I can find him. So anyways, back to the conversation about Boone and Wandlestat. Like, I will say this, I think you touched on it best. It was actually pretty funny to watch. There's a blue frenzy, if you want that. But yeah, like, that's just, it's ridiculous. They got to do something. MLB has to do something here with this.
At first, the Yankee hater in me.
Come down here, Joe.
Excited.
You can get full on your shield.
The Yankee hater in me was excited because I thought Aaron Boone got ejected for being mad about the baseball hitting Louise's shoe tops. I thought that the umpire did nothing wrong because I was playing Fortnite with Renegade and only watching with the volume off.
Yeah.
And it looked like all they kept showing was the replay, and they didn't explain what happened. So obviously they explained, but I wasn't listening. So it was funny. I thought Boone did it again because Boone, sometimes when he gets mad, he's just trying to get ejected.
Yeah. Well, I will say that's the one thing, like, you can tell he's got the old school in him.
Yeah. I kind of miss those days, the Lupinella days.
Renegade just said that my gameplay is glitchy on his end.
Huh.
Looking. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. It looks like my
Good Lord. My gameplay looks good. It does look glitchy, but not because of the video aspect. It's because I'm running around like an idiot with no idea what I'm doing. But That's all right.
Yeah, Renegade said that's one good thing about David Bell. He gets fired up just like Boone.
Yep.
Let me get over here to a spot where I can pause.
Two peas in a pod, by the way. They played like each other. They manage like each other, kind of. Because Boone does a lot of situational lineup setups too.
It's almost like they came from the same school of manager training when they were playing, huh?
Right.
I got somebody here. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Man, you can hear that thing from 4 miles away.
Holy crap. I may have a new favorite gun.
You like it?
Yeah, and I'm just using a green version.
Yeah. I like it too. And it uses 9mm bullets, doesn't it?
No, I think it's medium ammo. I dropped you a big pot. I got to come back and get my bananas.
In the words of Arnold, 9mm bullets.
Yeah, that thing, it hits like a tank, man. That's awesome.
Right?
Renegade said, I told you, man, that thing is unreal.
I think it's louder than the drum gun, too.
Oh, it definitely was.
Airbender with a crown.
I'm back down here. Can you get out of there?
Yeah. Well, he's got water bending. I'm pretty good though right now.
Nope, they're both up there still.
Yeah, I got away for now.
I think they were engaged with me and not paying attention to you because they're still shooting water bending at me. So
yeah, I'm out of there.
Good. I was just trying to get them away from you.
I appreciate it. I'm headed towards the bunker, I guess.
All right.
Oh, they're bending over here. They got me. I'm hiding in the bunker, but they're all...
They had a bot too, obviously.
Yeah, they're bombing in here.
Alright, I'm coming. I'm just hitting this big pot.
They got me.
I figured as much. So, while we wait on this and I get ready to die, I know it's not Trivia Thursday or anything, but MLB.com released their poll for their likely league MVPs and they don't realize that's not me. So it's their league MVPs and their likely Cy Young winners. Any ideas on who they have as likely league MVPs in the American League and the National League so far this season?
American League.
Soto had 38 first place votes. He was the number one guy.
I'm trying to think NL now. Number one guy. Acuna, number one?
No.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of who's off to a hot start in the NL. Oh, is it Everyday Carry, EDC, Ellie De La Cruz?
Ellie got votes, but no, it's not him either. I think he was...
They couldn't have done Altuve.
Ellie was like, I think 4th or 5th on their list.
Was Altuve on that list?
Not in the National League.
In the American League?
In the American League, he got votes, but he didn't get they didn't give his score as far as like him being one of the top 3. So I'll give you the American League because you did get Juan Soto. Finishing second in the poll was Bobby Witt Jr., who had 3 first. Renegade's laughing at you because I said not in the National League with a deadpan face. He just says dead.
And I said obviously.
But so they had Bobby Witt Jr. in second and then Mike Trout in third. In the National League, they said Mookie Betts was number 1 with 41 of the votes. Ronald Acuna Jr. was second, and Ozuna was third.
Ozuna's got like 9 home runs or something crazy like that right now.
And then they did a Cy Young poll as well. Any guesses on who they have first in each league in the Cy Young poll?
Skubal better be on that list.
Skubal was second.
The way he's been pitching, it's been insane. In the AL number 1, let's see. I'm not going to buy a gatekeeper. That wouldn't be smart.
Come back over here. I dropped you a big pot.
Thank you.
And water bending right there.
Oh, yay. The Fortnite MVP so far this season.
Rob?
No, water bending.
I
didn't mean it to say like that. I didn't mean it to come out that way. Let's see. American League, they're not going to go in Cole again, are they?
No,
because he's out.
He's out. So, American League, they said Corbin Burns from Baltimore, number 1. They had Sobel 2 and Cole Reagans from Kansas City is 3.
Oh, dude. Have you seen him pitch? Dude he is sick. And if you see him pitching or once he pitches against the Astros, make sure you watch because he's going to be around for a long time.
And then for the National League, they had Tyler Glasnow at first, Zach Wheeler in second, and Zach Guillen from Arizona in third. And it's actually funny. So you could tell like the way it's a poll that's made up because Wheeler had more first place votes, but Glasnow had more votes overall. There is a medallion team coming here to this vault, I think.
Did you Wheeler the way he's using his stuff? I mean, the Phillies are an anomaly in this day and age with their pitchers. Like I think they have one guy that throws a max of 95 in their starting rotation. Yet they probably have the best rotation in the National League, at least one of the top 5. And so I love seeing that because maybe it's a twist back to what was, or maybe it can work again and we don't see these guys throwing 115 all the time.
Renegade said the Suarez guy for the Phillies is 4-0 with a 136 ERA and a 24-inning scoreless streak.
Yep.
There is water bending up there.
Scooble is 7-0 with a 1.10 ERA since last August, which is insane. And I'm sure Reagan's numbers are crazy too. I love how Wheeler places. Wheeler just uses the edges really well. He's not going to beat you with his fastball all the time, so he uses his slider and his other pieces to work counts, and I love it, the way he pitches. I could see him winning it again. Airbender. I want to hide in my trash bin, but they won't let me. They're shooting at you, Mike.
Yeah, I know. They lit me up. I'm trying to figure out how I'm below the edge of the ground, and yet they still hit me multiple times with the the ice bender. They set up a wall.
Wish I had an airbender. I wish I had an airbender. Wish I had an airbender today.
Hey, stupid bot, come down here. Stop getting shot in the fucking head.
Are you talking to me or the real bot?
Yes.
Looks like they got in another fight with somebody else.
Yep, and there's people over here too. Oop, I got an assist on one.
Nice.
Don't get lit up there, Joe. So I marked that spot over there. You going to it already? That gives us zone.
I'm in the bush.
All right, is that mountain in? We can get a little bit of higher ground if I get up this mountain. Yeah, they're still trying to snipe over where I was. They're up here and they're looking at where we just were.
I got one low.
Well, what are you doing way over there, Joe? Okay.
I had to. They blew up the gas station on me, so I pushed them after I got. I'm coming back. One more coming. Oh, knock. Never mind.
There's a crown if you can get it.
I'm good. I think.
There's shit blowing up over there. Oh. He's right here. I tried to go get him. He's behind the tree. You're not going to hit him like that.
Gotcha.
So while we wait for Joe to clutch up and win us a game here, I'll remind you that today we're doing our Mount Rushmore for the National League East. He's out there, Joe. He's out there. Shoot him, Joe. Come on, Joe. There you go. There you go, Joe. That's how we do it.
Water bending. Water bending. Water bending.
I was starting to wonder if you were going to shoot him.
Oh, I had the perfect setup on that pole.
Renegade said, I think you stopped to take a shit.
Yeah.
Way to go, Joe. Nicely done. All right, so I'll remind everybody while we load up our Mount Rushmore rules. We have two teams, basically 1990 to present, and then all time. Now, the 1990 to present and all time can overlap if you want to take it that way. And I know, you know, you've kind of been very hard fast on not having them overlap, and you've softened up on that and have some that are coming back. And I was okay with overlapping them, and I've kind of started to go away from that and tried to keep them separated. So I only have a couple that overlap, but they're ones that I think are pretty obvious, so it was hard to not overlap them. So with that being said, I will give you as our winner there. What team in the National League East do you want to start with?
Let's start with the Nats. Let's start with the Nats and Marlins and do the easy ones.
All right, so I actually did the Nats with the Expos, so I went with the whole franchise history.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, so, I did the whole franchise history on that one because I don't view them as two different ones.
Expos one pretty fast.
So, well, the floor is yours. You can A, pick where you want to go, and then B, start when you want to.
Oh, I get to pick where we're going?
Yeah.
I guess. All right.
Man, well, I wasn't expecting you to go home. Go ahead.
We're gonna strive through this, okay?
Yep, go ahead.
It might not be a clean crown victory, but we will get it.
You know, before you go, I will say this. I just realized that my 90s to present team are all Nationals, and my all-time team are all Expos.
How awesome is that? So, for the Nats, I got Harper 1, Soto 2, Strasburg 3, and Trey Turner 4. I think it's pretty obvious why. They're all the 4 best players in Nats history, basically.
So it was Soto, Harper, who else?
Turner and Strasburg.
Okay.
There's other guys you could argue. And just off my head, I'll do the Expos. Vladimir Guerrero, Jeff Fassaro, which, by the way, is underrated. Super underrated pitcher. Well, some Gary Carter, and that's a tough one for number 4, just thinking off my head. I don't consider Pedro an Expo, really, or Randy Johnson.
Like, they were good, but yeah, they weren't like...
Even Larry Walker wasn't great there. I mean, he was good, but...
Like, that's not where you think of those guys at, and...
Nope.
They're not typically guys that you're going to associate with it, like being good in multiple places.
Yep.
Oh, that's got a terrible scope on it.
I'll go Jose Vidro.
Jose Vidro. I hadn't thought about that name in forever.
He had a great career as a second baseman, and he bridged the gap, I believe. I think he played for the Nats for a couple of years, too. And that's just off my head without any research.
Here, Joe. You can have that. I don't want that gun because it's got the scope on it I don't like.
Oh, did you notice, by the way, it doesn't tell you on your loadout what your scope is anymore?
No, I hadn't really paid attention to that. It should. Oh, I don't have anything that's got a scope on it.
Here, pick up this. I'll show you. I'll come towards you.
Yeah, it does.
Mine doesn't. Look. This purple. Pick that up and see if the loadout has a...
Yeah. It's in the first box.
Messed up.
The very first box, yeah. In the chat, Renegade said Mark Gruzolonic and Delino DeShields.
Good names. Oh, Tim Raines. Duh. Rock Raines.
I had Raines on my list. And he said, by the way, I think you were talking second base. Was Vidro a second baseman?
Yeah, yep.
I think he said shortstop.
Did I? I meant second base.
Okay, now that scope's not bad on the new gun.
Which scope?
The 2X scope. Yeah. There's a gold hand cannon if you want it. So, I'll tell you, on my list for the Expos, or the non-Expos, the Nats list, the 90s to present, again, it's not necessarily who's the best player to play for him, period, but also, like, when you think of the team, who do you think of? And for me...
Oh, I know one name that's not on my list that you're going to have.
Ryan Zimmerman.
Yep, exactly.
He was Mr. National. Mr. Yeah, like... Yep. When you think of the Nats, that was him. And he played through, as much as I hated them beating the Astros for the World Series, after playing for that shit franchise for so long, I was glad he got himself a ring. Right? Like, I can admit that. I mean, I obviously didn't want him to win at the time, but I was glad he did get a ring.
Yep.
So... he's one.
That was a mistake.
Oh, it didn't let me up there. Okay. For number 2, I went with Strasburg. And just my second name, I guess, would be Strasburg, not necessarily in order. And then I went with... Renegade just said, Renegade Jr.'s teacher just sent a Ryan Zimmerman card home with him on school on Friday.
Nice.
Which I always thought was funny because everybody spells his name Zimmerman like what we would, but he had 2 N's at the end of Zimmerman, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
But so, after Ryan Zimmerman and Strasburg, I had Max Scherzer, who had a great career in Washington. Oh, Jordan Zimmerman, he said.
Oh, Jordan Zimmerman, Tigers legend who stole money from Detroit.
Okay. Well, I knew there was one of them. Jordan Zimmerman had 2 N's.
Yes. And no fastball.
But, and then my last guy was Bryce Harper. I feel like he was the epitome of the Nats while he was there. Now, granted, he's went on to Philly and obviously made a name for himself. But then I turned around and I started thinking about, okay, who was the all-time greats? And I don't think you can have an Expos all-time great list without Gary Carter being on it.
I agree.
Right? Like, he's an all-time great, period. Vlad Sr., like, I know he played elsewhere, but I only picture him as an Expo. Rock Raines, obviously, Hall of Famer. And then a guy that I think gets overlooked quite a bit, Andrew Dawson.
Yep, Andre Dawson was...
Oh, yeah, no, Andre. Great. Sorry, I'm looking and I'm thinking... yeah, Andre. I don't know why I said that. great player, was a big time player for them, but there is a team with the bot over here. So I am not running that, or you know, you can just shoot them.
They see us.
I don't see the other one. You're getting lit up. You better not get caught in the storm.
Nope.
They're still in that little compound.
Okay.
Renegade says, I was ready to pounce at Andrew, but KPR saved you. Oh.
I couldn't save myself, though.
Was it the team out of the compound?
Yeah, I think one of them dropped down. Nope, they're all coming towards you.
Yeah, I just saw one.
Me. Well, there goes that con iron. Oh god, 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 oh god.
Oh, he got me through the bush. It's all right. I killed one of his teammates. Now he can't get him a crown. So, but yeah, so that was my Nats and Expos team. But you said you wanted to go to the Marlins next, right? Because they've only got one, so.
Hold on, we got to talk honorable mention here.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So for the Nats, just because of that first season in like 05 or 06, I can't remember when exactly it was.
Yep.
Levon Hernandez on the Nationals was like, he was the only player that was like a veteran that you knew.
He was good for them for a while, actually.
Yeah, yep. Even as an older dude.
Yeah.
Christian Guzman, before they had Bryce Harper.
Yep.
Was pretty good.
Renegade says Oil Can Boyd. I don't think he's trying to think of the player. He's trying to tell you something you need to Google.
Oh no. For the Expos, I remember when they tried to go all in before they canceled the Expos. They got Cliff Lee and Bartolo Colon and a couple other guys.
Puzzling B6, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that. Welcome in, man.
I always was a big fan of Mark Lansing.
Okay.
You remember him?
Yeah.
Good player. So that's all I got. That's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, and there was a lot of those guys, right? So, like, obviously, when the Indians traded Bartolo Colon to the Expos, they got a haul that set them up for a while out of that. They had, you know, obviously Randy Johnson was up there. Pedro was up there. So, I mean, they've had a lot of those guys, yeah. And like you mentioned, Larry Walker. So, Renegade said Boyd was the one who would throw pickoffs through his legs, right? Is that, I don't remember that.
Ramon Martinez, Pedro's brother. They had him for a long time.
Uh-huh. Those guys were both just so tall and lanky. It's so, not tall, but it's like they look tall, but they were just so lanky, which makes it so funny to look at a like video of Pedro now when he's in the playoffs. Because Pedro's not as lanky as he was before.
Nope. Oh, man. The Expos were great at creating talent and finding talent.
It really,
Expos,
it really sucks that they couldn't make the economics of baseball work in Montreal, you know?
Dude, they hit where would you rank their uniforms? I think they're one of the best ones ever.
I think they were just a classic.
Yeah, I love their uniforms. Not necessarily the powder blue ones, but I liked all the other ones.
There's a DMR in the drop back there, Joe.
Oh.
I even like their powder blues.
Yep, I like them, but
Renegade said sometimes things from shitty areas have to go to DC area to succeed. I think he's talking about himself there. No, I like the Expos uniforms, and I'm a uniform guy, you know that. So, like, it's definitely one that I rank up there as one of my favorites. Like, just a classic-y one.
Baseball will be back there someday. I just got a feeling. It might not be for 20 years, but
see, I don't know if they can do it though. I don't know if it can succeed in that economy.
It'll take the right ownership for sure.
Well, yeah, definitely will.
Brand new facilities, which probably won't happen. So you've got to have an indoor facility for sure.
I have one of these for you.
I can see Vancouver working more than Montreal, to be honest, but
I actually agree with what Renegade was saying here. It'll go somewhere like Nashville first.
Oh, they got to have two teams though.
Oh,
so
that's not going to be a problem.
Portland is the team that's rumored in that area that would be favored. Portland in the Nashville or North Carolina area.
I don't think it'll be Portland either. I think it's going to be either Charlotte or Salt Lake City. And it's going to be really determined by what happens with the Coyotes now that they're gone.
Yeah. Portland's making a real big push, though. I wouldn't be shocked if they got it.
Yeah, Renegade was asking if I thought Salt Lake. Yep, absolutely. I think it'll be Salt Lake and Nashville be the next two.
Don't you discount my Raleigh-Charlotte team. I need a baseball team here. Not really. I wouldn't root for them anyways, but...
So, to continue on Mount Rushmore, though, who do you have on your Marlins list? This, I think, will be a big list of what-ifs.
So, Miggy is a personal pick, though he deserves to be on the list. His run in 03 was a big part of them winning the World Series as a rookie. But Miguel Cabrera, even though he was there for a few seasons.
We got two people coming in, Joe.
Okay. They were coming in, and now they're gone. About to be gone. So, Miggy, Josh Beckett. I just think, when I think of pitchers for the Florida Marlins, I think Josh Beckett.
Okay.
For longevity and what he did. Him and A.J. Burnett together were unbelievable. I've got Jazz Chisholm Jr. Just kidding. That's a joke.
I think he's a pretty good damn player myself.
He is a good player, but he's not there yet. Hanley Ramirez. I thought Hanley was going to be Hall of Fame level, without a doubt.
Yeah.
For a stretch there when I was, but he just didn't put it all together. Health was part of it, but Giancarlo No Stanton. Okay. Who has the highest WAR of any Marlins player of all time.
Yep.
And I cheated on my last one, but I think when you've won 2 World Series and you haven't done it with a team that had a glorified superstar, I think the manager should be recognized. So my Number 5 is Jack McKeon for the 2003 World Series, and Jim Leyland for the 1997 World Series.
I think you're wrong, so we'll go ahead and go with that. So,
but when you think iconic Florida Marlins, Jack McKeon is on that list, no doubt about it, and so is Jim Leyland. Like, they are the pictures of the franchise. When you look at the World Series wins, the first cut to the managers, and that is played all the time. And that's not necessarily every World Series.
So the first thing I think of when I think about the Marlins winning the World Series is Jose Mesa giving up a hit over his head.
Well, yeah, that's a new problem. Exactly.
But that team supplied multiple people that are on the list, I think. Because my list for Florida or Miami or whatever you want to call them, number 1 is Gary Sheffield, who he played the most games of his career for the Marlins, which is why he gets the nod there for me. The second one is a guy that won World Series on both of those teams, Mr. Marlin, Jeff Conine.
Jeff Conine.
Who, again, not the greatest player of all time, but that's just, I think of him, of the Marlins, I think of him. Number 3 on my list, we agreed on, was Hanley Ramirez. Number 4 was Giancarlo Stanton, my wife's second husband. And then I gave honorable mention to Jose Fernandez just because his career was unfortunately cut short. Jose Fernandez obviously was just a beast. The bot's still to hire out front here if you want.
I'm going to add to my argument a manager here. All right.
And my wife just popped into my chat. You rang? she hashtag team booty, she says.
A Stantonian home run.
The funny thing with Giancarlo is I know he made all of his money with the Yankees or whatever, but I don't picture him as a Yankee even now.
No, he made his money on the Marlins, man. They had to trade him because he took all their money.
Right?
But man, people think he hits laser beams now. They should have seen him when he was younger.
Oh my God.
And Giancarlo or Mike Stanton, as I remember him more. He was just unbelievable. But I got to add to the manager argument because you're giving me some crap here.
Okay.
Both of those teams were not in first place heading the year before. Both of those teams had to make deadline moves at the deadline. Those deadline moves needed chemistry and good management. Both are Hall of Fame managers.
Joe, I'm not saying they're not good managers. I had players that I can put on the list besides them. That's my only talk.
I mean, with a franchise like that, though, I mean, the managers are the face of that franchise.
Where are you? What are you doing way over there?
I'm right behind you, Mike.
I've already had time to go into the vault, clear it out, and upgrade my weapons, and you're still not there. But that's okay, Joe. I'm not going to hold it against you. It's your list. You can have that list out there if you want it. It's kind of like chicken wings is a snack. If you want to be wrong, I'm not here to stop you. That would be cruel and unusual for me to do that to you, and I won't do that. Because you're my friend. Did you just get into a car?
Yep.
Okay. You're just gonna go away and leave me, huh? Low Meals said he did have chicken wings yesterday before dinner. That was my lunch, by the way.
No, it wasn't. It was a snack. You don't have to lie.
Renegade says, I love Jack McKeon. So go right there. There's a blue chest buried somewhere. And I'm going to go over here.
Jack McKeon lives right in my neighborhood.
Does he really?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
cool.
hoping to interview him sometime soon.
That's cool. And that's what I'm saying. I don't have an issue with them. I think they're both highly underrated for what they were able to do. But
I mean, the reason I make the manager argument is because both teams were not expected to do what they did, and they wouldn't have done it without the leadership they had. And those are their 2 World Series titles. And nobody in that franchise cares about players. They trade the players faster than they can keep them.
yeah,
So management to me is important for that franchise.
yeah.
Because without those managers, they have nothing.
Renegade said, I picture Leland as a pirate.
matey.
Well, I guess I'm going to pick this gold tactical assault rifle up.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm going to go back here because I want to go put a drum on it.
If you like it, then you better put a drum on it.
On kick, Demonic Queen. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Oh, I got footsteps. They're not very good. I just rode right through them.
Got one knocked. Here comes the other one.
I feel like there was ice bending off the island, so be careful. Ice, whatever it's called. So, the good news, though, is with it being the Marlins being a new team, we don't have to worry about putting together their all-time list as well. So, who do you want to go to next as far as our next team to cover?
Don't matter to me. Phillies.
Phillies? I'm good with Phillies. No, you're good. I'm just looking to make sure where I'm at on my screen so I have the right team called up.
Phillies, I have Mickey Morandini.
Pete Rose for one season. Dude, and that's been the fun thing about this whole exercise is like, I picture Pete Rose having been a Philly for a lot longer than he actually was. And I don't know why. Like, I just assumed he was a Philly for way longer than he was. All right, let's drive to the other side of the circle. Let's get like over here.
Sorry, I can't talk and walk at the same time.
Yeah, all right. Get your airbender. Let's go that way.
So for my Phillies 90s team, I have Chase Utley and Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard.
So I have Rollins and Utley.
And Cole Hamels.
And Cole Hamels. That's 3 of my 4, yeah.
And then I have honorable mention Bobby Abreu.
Oh, you son of a beach.
I love that guy. He should be on the list, but...
So I actually have Bobby Abreu on my list over Ryan Howard.
Gotcha.
And kind of the same thing, though. I mean, he was so underrated. They're ice bending at me. Somebody's shooting at me.
Yeah, they're on top of the mountain. I'm going to see if I can sneak up on them.
That's all right. They can't hit me because they suck.
Oh, there's 2 up here. Oops.
Well, that didn't go very good for you.
No, that is about, that was Mickey Morandini level.
Well, I don't like this already.
My all-time list, I have Mike Schmidt, Robin Roberts, Richie Ashburn, and, oh, wait, Jimmy Rollins is on that list as well.
Really? Wait, who is your all-time list again?
Richie Ashburn, Robin Roberts, Robin Roberts, Richie Ashburn, Jimmy Rollins, and Bobby Abreu. Oh, I'm sorry. Mike Schmidt, Robin Roberts, Richie Ashburn, and Jimmy Rollins.
I was just going to say, how the hell do you not have Schmidt on that list?
No. Special mention to Tug McGraw. You do like that new one, huh?
Yep. Damn. Renegade tells you that you need to Google the Tug McGraw.
Oh.
Let's see. So this is the one I know, like we were talking about it a little bit earlier, and not being a National League Baseball fan growing up really impacted this, I think. But the Phillies one was hard for me to come up with because for like their all-time list, like I know the great players like Mike Schmidt, but what I don't know are the great players that aren't quite in that top of their position all-time players, like a Mike Schmidt would be, right? That played for the Phillies. So I know some of these guys are on there, and there's some of them that I know just being like a fan of baseball stats and history and stuff. Like Robin Roberts is on that list for that reason.
Yeah. He was a great pitcher.
Oh, yeah. Right? Like, you look at his stats, he was. Steve Carlton, you know, one of the greatest pitchers of the era. Absolutely, I know him. So, like,
and he gets underlooked a lot.
He really, really does. He gets overlooked by a guy that we're going to talk about later, I'm sure. So, like, when I had to think of my fourth, it was hard. So, again, I just had to think of who was the best, the group that I know of. And I had to put Chase Utley on this list with me as well for my all-time list. Demonic Queen, hey, what's up? Welcome in. All right. So that's the Phillies. We've had the Nats. Let me get that cleared off my list. Then I'll jump. I think, Joe, for the sake of the fun that this discussion will be, we should do the Mets next, and then we'll end with the Braves. Because I think the Braves one's either going to be completely chalk or it's going to be just out the window. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll start with the Mets. Playing Fortnite today. Yeah, just playing Fortnite and talking about baseball so far. What you up to? Sorry, I'm reading chat here, Joe.
Oh, you're good, man.
In regards to the Mets, my 90s team, I think it starts with David Wright. I don't know that you can be a baseball fan and not have him on your list for that time frame with the Mets. Ooh, a blue one of those. That's nice. I'll take that. Then I went with Mike Piazza. I went with Jose Reyes. And then one of the guys that I don't know that you're going to have on your list, but it's kind of a shame because he is who I think of with the Mets of that time frame. John Franco.
Benny Agbayani. Oh. Thought you were going to say Benny Agbayani. Just kidding. I don't have him on my 90s list. But I do have him on my list.
You have Franco on your list?
Yep, but not 90s.
Okay.
I have him all time as my number 5 guy because I just couldn't leave him off there. But my 90s, I wanted to get more people in there, so I did Pete Alonso. From 90s to now, he's their best power hitter in their franchise's history. He already holds most of the records for power numbers outside of David Wright. I didn't put David Wright on my 90s team because he's on my all-time team. Mike Piazza, like you did. And then I put 2 pitchers. I think of that 2000s team, the 2000 team in the Subway Series, and just what Al Leiter did with the Mets in the 90s.
Okay.
By far his best team that he was with, stats-wise. He had a 3.27 ERA with them, 90-plus wins. And then I had a controversial one. I was going with Jose Reyes, but, like, Jacob deGrom healthy
was
when he
was
was
absolute stud for them.
Right. So I put him on the list even though he's injured all the time and was with them too. I had to put him on my list. Jose Reyes, though, man, talk about fun baseball players.
Fun baseball player. Absolutely. So I'm being asked, do you only play Fortnite on your stream? Now, that's all we're playing right now. We're waiting on the new college football game to come out and games like that. But, yeah, so, sorry, trying to read that and keep you going. That team that was the Mets in that time frame, like the 01, 2000-ish time frame, there were some fun baseball players on that team.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You know, absolutely.
I thought that they were going to beat the Yankees when they started the series.
Oh, yeah. And can you imagine what that would have went over like in New York with the Yankees teams from that time, if that would have happened?
That's the old Roger Clemens clip, right? Isn't it from the 2000 World Series?
Yeah, him and Piazza. And I marked a purple shotgun back there for you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, that one was a lot of fun. So, how many of those guys made it over to your all-time list, though?
Just none of them made it over to my all-time list.
No? Trying to think here.
No.
Yeah, none of mine made it over either.
Not that I think Alonso should be on the all-time list, but
see,
he's not on my all-time list.
He would be, I think, higher on mine, and I would have probably included him on mine. But it just seems like he's still too new and too young. There's people up here on Airbenders.
And also, he might not be back. Most likely isn't back after next year.
Right?
Or after this year.
Come back out front there. Oh, you fucking rock. God, I can't hit a snipe here to save my life. Oh, you fucking bots. I gotta get out of here because they're gonna start lighting me up. There's people up on the temple.
I have no long-range weapons. Are those bots they're trying to fight? Yeah.
Yeah, the bot was trying to fight me.
Oh, no. There's a real player right in front of you.
Yep. God damn. That was probably the worst shooting I've ever had in this game, Joe. I'm not even going to lie. That was absolutely terrible.
Are they gone?
No.
Well, they can't see my bush. They can't see my bush. They can't see my bush. The bush is on fire. Let it burn. Let it burn.
No, they saw it because they just shot me.
Ah! Oh, so close, yet so far.
Let me get back here because I want to see. Yeah, so in my Twitch chat, Renegade had 2 of my all-time Mets on his list. So let me ask you, who is your all-time Mets list? I don't think I got that from you yet.
So hold on. Doc Gooden,
Okay.
Tom Seaver,
Okay.
Gary Carter again,
Okay.
and David Wright, and then John Franco, honorable mention.
So I had 2 of the same. I had Doc Gooden and Tom Seaver. In that same vein of time, though, like, it was hard because I thought about, okay, Nolan Ryan, right? Is he a possibility there? That was so far before my time that I can't really include him at that point, even though, you know, he was there on the Miracle Mets and whatever. And I can picture him elsewhere. So Nolan Ryan didn't make my list. But when I think of Doc Gooden and that team in the 80s, like 86, I think of Strawberry as well. Renegade asked how you didn't have Javi Baez on your all-time list.
I hate him. Not Javi Baez.
Yeah, Renegade. Let's go up here. We ain't been up there in a minute. But then the other name that sticks in my head, and this is, again, not necessarily because he was the greatest player or anything, but because I grew up watching Seinfeld, but it's Keith Hernandez.
Yep.
And look, Hernandez was great in St. Louis. He was great for the Mets, but I think of Mets, I think of him because of Seinfeld. And I know that that's kind of an odd way to think of who the best baseball player is, but that's who I have in my mind. So that's on my list.
You know, he's the Mets' Don Mattingly. He's really, 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 really good and beloved, but not great.
Yeah, I'd say that's a safe assessment.
I think of Eduardo Alfonso. Remember him?
Yeah.
Just a good, solid, all-around third baseman, second baseman. And then there's a player they had when I was a kid that I thought was going to be the next coming of Ozzie Smith and Ray Ordonez.
Dude.
He never panned out, really.
Right?
But I loved watching him play.
He was supposed to be so good.
And he was good defensively. It's just he never put it all together. I just killed 3 minions and didn't see a card. Do you already have it?
No, I don't have it.
Well, then it's probably in the house and I just missed it. Mo Vaughn, remember Mo Vaughn with the Mets?
Oh my God, he was a Met, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I had forgot that he was there. Renegade's in here trolling.
Yes, the card was right in front of me. Yes.
Ordonez was supposed to be the next Ozzie Smith, but became the next Cal Ripken Jr.
Oh my God.
He's not wrong.
Cal wasn't that good defensively. Just kidding. R.A. Dickey. How about R.A. Dickey?
Was it with the Mets where he won his Cy Youngs?
Yeah. Dude, they they have tracked pitch usage since he's been retired since 2017. The amount of knuckleballs he threw in the stat track era is still the second most amount of pitches in history, which is crazy.
Yeah, during that time, single pitch. Yeah, I saw that, and it's insane.
And he hasn't pitched since 2017, I think it is.
But that just shows you how much he threw the goddamn knuckleball.
Right. Yeah, he didn't throw anything else but that, basically. Like, I would have thought Wakefield would be on that list, but I guess he's just a little too old.
I was gonna say he'd have to have been before that, because he's another one. I don't know if he had another pitch.
He did throw a fastball. Like Dickey didn't throw anything, but Wakefield had a decent fastball, especially when he was younger.
See, I only remember him with the knuckle. But with that being said, I also only remember him in Boston. Like, yeah. I know he pitched for the Pirates, but I don't think of him there at all.
Even in his later years, he threw that fastball with Boston. He only used it.
Hey, Joe.
Once in that bat, if that.
Good news.
What's that? You save money on car insurance?
I caught a fish. In honor of Zimmer's 51, I'm over here catching fish.
Is it an actual fishing spot? Because I can't ever seem to fish in a fishing spot.
I have no idea. Just relaxing here as we're talking about the New York Metropolitans. I threw that one back. Anybody that just tuned into the stream is like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Oh. I got my air bender.
I'm surprised I haven't pulled anything out of here except for fish. All right. Hashtag fishing simulator. So
let's see what we can stumble upon here.
Probably death. I just want to point out we finally won a game on stream. how good that actually felt, because it felt like it had been weeks since we did that. And since I got a travel distance in a car, I might as well get us the gold for doing it also.
Airbender.
Yep, and his teammate's in a car behind me. Just get out of there. I'm just driving away to complete the quest and my match quest. But you know that means that we only have one team left in the National League East to talk about, right, Joe?
A shitty team, too. They haven't had any good players or anything.
I don't know that they put anyone in the Hall of Fame, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they probably didn't have the best trio pitching in history together either. I mean, they did have great players like Jeff Blauser. I mean...
And I'm actually disappointed that you're in North Carolina and you haven't made the change over to being a fan of this team.
Never! Mark Lemke.
Footsteps.
Everybody here roots for him and I can't stand it. Where are you? Where are you, person? Did the bot give us footprints? Nope.
I don't think so. I think it was the real.
I got him. Oh, you got him.
No, I don't.
Ah!
No, I don't.
There is a thing called switching your weapon that I seem to not understand.
Well, I'll be honest with you. When you said I got him, I assumed it was a bot, so I just went in there half-ass playing around, and then it's like, oh, wait, these are real people. I guess that's my fault. All right, so Joe, do you want to start with the all-time team, or do you want to start with the 90s team?
I'll start with the 90s team.
All right, give me. You know what? Let's do this one a little back and forth. Let's go back and forth. Tell me who you got here.
Okay. So this is a team where I'm gonna have a couple guys on both lists.
Okay.
Because I just feel like they have to be on both lists. Greg Maddux.
So Greg Maddux was my number one also.
Chipper Jones.
Chipper was on my list also.
Freddie Freeman.
Terry Pendleton. That's what Renegade said. I did not have Freddie Freeman on mine. And Javi Lopez was one of the first ones off, or one of the last ones off my list.
I didn't have Javi on mine either. I was kind of joking, but
I loved Javi on that team.
And then I have Acuna as my last player on the 90s list.
So I had Chipper and Maddux. I had Smoltzy. And my last one, who I think we've talked about this before, that he is unrighteously disallowed to be on lists like these for some reason, Andrew Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a great fielder, great hitter, criminally underrated in my mind. And, you know, there were a lot of these other guys, like Renegade in the chat, he said Walt Weiss, which I remember Walt Weiss being a Colorado Rocky in my mind, but David Justice, obviously. He said the 90-year-old menace, Otis Nixon. Yep.
Right.
Marquise Grissom, who was there for a while. Ron Gant. Yeah, like there was a lot of really good players at that time.
I mean, you were joking about Pendleton. He was good too.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, I didn't even get into the modern guys, right? Like you said, like Freeman and Acuna, who, I mean, look, by the time it's all said and done, they both could be Hall of Famers, but they didn't even. I didn't even get to put them on the list because of who they played for.
If we do this list in 2 years or 3 years, Matt Olson's on the list too.
Good chance. Yep.
I mean, he's an upgrade to Freddie Freeman, which is crazy to say, but or at least he was last year and so far this year. Listen, bots, I got a DMR and I know how to use it. Oh. I had to reload and my DMR is not good. These might be real players. Nope.
Oh, you got more people out there.
I'm good.
I just headshotted him with the, there, you can have that.
I can't find this new gun ever.
Well, there was one there. That's why I traded you that one, because that has the scope you like on it.
It's so thermal.
What is that?
So
Earthbending.
team. I have Maddox and Chipper. I have Hammer and Hank.
Okay.
I have Eddie Matthews.
Okay.
And I have Dale Murphy.
Oh, look at you. Here's that green, the gun, the new one.
Yes.
And then come down here in the basement anyways.
I've got a lot of Braves fans, and if I can put them on the list, then I would be tortured.
All right, Joe, so go take that mini in there. Nope, go take that. Nope. No. Go take that mini in. Go take the goddamn mini. Take that.
Do you like playing with 10-year-olds? Well, that didn't come out right.
How about a little bit of phrasing there, Joe?
Oh, Lord. Phrasing. What's phrasing?
Right?
I act like I get paid to phrase my things right.
Renegade said, in his defense, you didn't call it a little guy, so he was confused. Okay. That's a true statement. That's on me. That's my bad. Oh, is that you shooting?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that gun's fun, right?
Yeah.
So,
as long as it doesn't jump around.
No, when I was using it, it had pretty good spray on it too. Like, I literally only dropped it because I picked up the higher ranking what do you call this thing? Warforged.
Warforged, and 7 years ago, our forefathers played Fortnite.
All right. So my all-time list. I think any Braves all-time list, you got it. It starts with Hank Aaron.
Yeah.
And I think Greg Maddux is definitely on that list.
I agree.
One of the old timers that is one of those guys, you know, like what we were talking about, that I know of because of his achievements, not so much because like I ever watched him or anything. Eddie Matthews, which I think you said, right?
Yep.
And then I think you said my fourth guy, but I'm not completely sure now because it's been a minute. Which is actually really funny because as a player, I remember him as a Philly, but I went with Dale Murphy. Yep, there's people out here.
He was on my list too. This is really annoying not being able to see the scopes I have on my guns.
There's someone or a bot there. And it pings somebody, but I don't. Oh, there they are. They're across the way. I hit one of them with my car.
They shot the bot when I was trying to hire him. Goodness gracious. This is the ultimate gadoosh gun. And I love it.
That one's white, the little anime bastard.
Kid in real life is now gone.
Chicken ate rice, shotgunned me to death.
What?
Yep.
This isn't real life. This is not. This
is a fantasy. But it's so funny because when I was thinking about the Braves and putting together the list with those guys, the fact that the Braves historically have so many good players that somebody like Phil Niekro doesn't even get on the list or considered.
Or Tom Glavine.
Like, Glavine was close for me. I gave the edge to Smoltzy because of the saves coming back from Tommy John. But yeah, like, the fact that these guys aren't on the list just tells you, like, how stacked they are as a team all time. I also love the fact that you had a spot right there that you could have hid behind a rock, but yet you stood in the open to take that med kit instead. Yeah, and
life, Mike.
Renegade, he said this. It's a good point. Technically, Babe Ruth even played for the Braves after he left the Yankees. Yep.
Technically, he was terrible. Here comes somebody on an airbender to kill me.
Uh-huh.
Here comes somebody on an airbender to kill me.
It's the same asshole. Chicken ate Rice's teammate there.
I was full dedicated.
Full send. Full send.
Yep. Not even gonna get up. There's no chance. Just
GG's, mijo. GG's. But yeah, like, there's a lot of those guys that
I just updated my go live to I suck at Fortnite, so watch.
in the chat, KPR didn't even acknowledge them. Quote, if you're shooting me in the back of the head.
Damn right. They don't get my acknowledgement, fuckers. They're gonna have to go through this beautiful mullet.
You would think it would provide extra protection, right?
You would think so.
Like, it's like wearing a helmet. Watching Adriana Grande doing the Tootsie Roll emote was kind of... and a Kevlar tracksuit.
It should be. God dang.
Let's go home here.
Let's go home. Let's
So-
just find it.
Just as a reminder, Joe, that we don't normally do this because we never think about it while we're in the middle of the game, but where can everybody find all your streams and stuff at?
You can watch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/knockpleaserevive, and on TikTok, tiktok.com/knockpleaserevive. Just remember, you see me on screen knock most of the time. Please revive.
In the chat, somebody said we can watch you in the trash can.
No, that's the 2017 Astros. You got me confused, okay?
I was actually going to make a joke about I would bang the trash can to get you revived. If you're watching, over there on Twitch, you should see the link to Joe's Twitch account. Make sure you hit the follow button.
Check out my moon boots on my character. I mean, yeah, it's about the best part I've got. I'm going to run around with a knife for this whole game. So come on over.
I am still highly disappointed that you don't have a wig and a tracksuit on in your video. Like that Dr.
Disrespect.
Yeah.
Just ran up on people.
Yeah, real people up there on the mountain because they tried sniping me.
Sliding
And they
down the
actually
mountain.
fucked me up.
Has a dead body. Sliding down the dead mountain. The mountain's not dead. Looking nice as a reboot card. Thank you, Big Ronnie 770, for sending me to death. Big Ronnie's my homie.
in the chat, Low Meal said, "Be nice to Joe, or you're on your own for dinner." And Renegade replied with, "I'll send him wings."
General So's, please. For all I know, it could be General So's or General So's. I don't know what it's called, but that doesn't even matter. That's how much of a hot topic this wing season has become.
Well, I've always known it as General So's, so that's what I'm going with.
Okay. Sounds good.
In the chat, hell with you, it's probably General Mills, and it was cereal.
I hate cereal. Don't you dare put that on me.
I think he missed the joke there, boys.
No, I didn't. I'm just not acknowledging it. Cereal is the worst thing of all time.
Well, you
Don't
know,
get me wrong.
the Nazis.
Worst food of all time.
Oh, okay. Where do we want to go reboot? Yeah, it slid all the way down. I also hope I don't get canceled for that joke, by the way.
I'm glad you said it, not me. You never know, though. In today's age, I might get canceled for hating cereal.
But in that case, it's probably deserved.
Well, probably, but I'm sorry that you kids today, your rap music and your tricks. Some of us like a sustained meal for breakfast. Like oatmeal. What is going on?
I missed it! Damn it!
That was malto meal right there. If I was ranking your breakfast. Skadoosh, skadoosh, skadoosh. They're gone. They gone.
That took way too much life out of my guy. I'm up here just playing around. Apparently the dogs were in my stream. I didn't even know it.
Oh. Where are my dogs at? See what I did there?
I did. This new AR is so awesome. Apparently my dog is being the instigator. Jake, are you getting instigated?
Jake believes that wings are snacks. That's why.
I'll have to send you the picture sometime of when we had, I think it was wings for dinner, and he literally was sitting at the edge of the table just waiting for food. It was pretty funny.
You can tell everybody it was a snack, Mike. It's okay. You can come out.
So, this is what I'm going to tell you, Joe. You ready? Because I've had this discussion with other people. I think the problem was in the... was in the... His dog is behind me. No, yes, Jake was behind me. The problem was with how you define snack.
Yeah, maybe.
Because, like, when I think of snack, like, yeah, you can go to a restaurant and get a snack, like, from, you know, the restaurant instead of getting a full meal. Or you can go to... Or you could go to like a restaurant and get a quote-unquote snack, like instead of getting a full meal while you're there, right? So like if you go to a sports bar and you just get a couple wings or something because you're not going to have a full dinner, but you want to have something to eat because you're there watching a game or something, and it's called a snack. Or like I was saying, like I'll go to Circle K and I'll get a hot dog because they have the all beef hot dogs, so I can get them with onions and relish and all that stuff on it, and just eat it as a snack or something too. But I don't think of it as a snack. Like I'm not going to Circle K and getting a hot dog and then getting in my car and driving on a road trip. And I think that's what kind of threw that whole discussion into what it is. I'm all the way in fencing if you want to ever get out of the storm there, by the way.
I was in the vault, sir.
You're still in the vault. I hope you have a med kit.
The vault. I am the vault.
I guess I'll grab these bananas.
I could have used that. What are you talking about now?
You not have...
No, I have the med kit. I could use the airbending.
Oh. Yeah, you should probably get out of that storm.
I am. Don't worry. I got chugs out of it. I got no weapons that were worth anything. I mean, it's great. I have a speed banana, though. It was the best of times and the worst of times.
There's another banana there if you get to fencing.
Oh, banana.
God damn thing. Do you still not have air bending?
Nope. Riding the storm out, looking for a fallout.
Hey, you made it.
And I'm alive.
I hate this zoom on the map thing that they do now.
Oh, yeah. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Terrible.
Listen, I gotta be able to find some weapons up in here. Oh, I don't. Oh, never mind. It's the cheap one. It's firebending. I still need weapons.
There's a whole cache of weapons right up here.
Okay.
Let's see. I marked a few things there for you. I just realized my quest for this match is drive 2 different types of vehicles, and I don't even know that I've seen a car. Oh, there's one.
I can't remember. Well, it was nice. Oh, thank God that's you.
There's a medallion in restored reels. That's why we're going this way.
I've been wondering this whole game why I could only hear you on my left side or the right side. My earbud fell out and I didn't even know it.
There's more guns here.
Stereo.
There's more guns around here. And now you're sinking.
I was going to see if I could sink to the bottom. Oh, I was hoping you could hide in the car. Darn it. Let's see. We got a blue frenzy. Where's the new one? No. On a night in the Rocky Top weather, and I'm not missing a thing.
Maybe you should start missing something.
Got some splashes back in the game. Hand cannon fallout. Driving a moped. Oh.
I'm just gonna loot up everything here that I can.
Just loot up so you don't get fined. Oh, purple.
It's because I just found a gold one.
Oh, yeah.
I've still got a green AR.
This loot is approved, by the way. This looting is approved. You still got a green AR, you said?
Yeah.
Lord. I do too, but that's expected.
It's the new AR, which is really a lot of fun.
Well, that's fine then. I haven't seen that gun outside of green yet.
I had a blue one earlier.
Did you? What's this chest? What's this? Oh, great. Firebending. Fantastic. Everybody wants firebending. Goodness gracious.
Renegade said, I bought that purple one and it was a cheat code, but I still can't find that guy.
I don't know. He might be pulling your leg.
Oh, there's definitely two guys. So if you go to your characters,
yeah, there's two
22
guys
and 23. The one's over there where he was talking about, and then there's one way up there.
I mean, we're just at the beginning of the game, so it's not like he could have been dead, right?
He shouldn't have been, not when we were there.
All right, I got to do some quest at this windmill thing. I can't remember what it is.
It's a great time to do quests. We got 9 people left in the game, so yeah, let's go on a quest hunt.
That's what we do. It's
You probably should have made it all the way up the hill.
We went from 35 to 9 pretty fast there. And I used all my double dash. This is just fantastic.
Renegade said, he laughed, he said, I'm done. This is too much.
No. Come on over to this stream. Hey, Mrs. York, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it.
There's airbending up there, Joe. On top of the house. I don't think you have airbending yet, do you?
There's 2 things I don't have, Mike, in this game right yet. Airbending and skill.
Well, we can't fix the skill issue, buddy.
Dang it. All right.
I'm going towards that mark. You got to double jump there real quick and then take off.
Appreciate the raid. Like S1.
Ooh, look at Joe getting raided.
Looks like we're raided. We beat the odds together. Mike and I did it.
Here comes a copyright violation.
They said, I bet KPR will never make it, but just look at the story now.
Okay, you really can stop.
Listen.
I'm listening.
Don't listen. Look. Where's it? Oh, it's in there. It's in the barracks. I see. Daddy didn't listen.
A face for radio and a voice for dying. Courtesy of Renegade, by the way. As if you didn't know.
I was going to say, he's heard my voice before. and my singing. He might not admit it, but he has.
All right, let's airbend over there. We can just see if we can airbend our way to a win here for what's probably the last game on stream, at least on mine.
We've got 8 people remaining, and we're going to airbend for the rest of this game. There will be no weapons used. We will kill people with the airbender. You were asking, how are we going to do that? Stay tuned to find out. It's magic.
Dude, I knocked a guy with the airbender the other night.
How? With the air jump?
The double jump, I knocked him off of the mountain. There's a medallion team up here too.
They were medallions until airbenders got them, Mike. They were. You got to think that way. Positive mentality. Positive, positive. Positive, 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 positive. Let me hand cannon them in the open. Positive, positive. I almost tried to shoot him with my pistol or my shotgun. Positive, positive. Oh, positive, 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 positive. Got 6 HP. Positive, positive, positive.
I forgot that we were supposed to airbend around. Joe, by the way, how is it that we have 5 kills as a team and you have 0 of them?
Have you played with me before?
Oh, that's true. I forgot.
Oh! They're up there.
Yeah. They're still in the same spot they were.
Oh, they are. And I'm in the storm and I didn't die. How did that happen? Oh, hey-oh.
There, now you're dead.
My airbender broke. I don't know what happened. Oh, jeez.
It's me and 2 teams, isn't it? Yeah.
Likes 1 with the raid. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. York, for clarifying there.
We'll let those 2 teams fight it out.
My card's going to fight it out up there, too. It's going to put up a good fight, good battle. I wish the caution barrier was a little bit higher.
I know, right?
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see it. I see it. Vision. Let's go in the chat. Let's put them up, put them up, put them up for M Meals 25. About to clutch this up. Water bend him out.
I don't know about that.
He's a waterboarder. He's a waterboarder.
There's someone here.
Oh, just get him. Let him airbend away. Let him. Hey, Dumble, welcome in. Oh, zipper.
Oh, no, I know that.
I was gonna say, don't poop that out. You need it. Here we go. Here we go. It's the 4th quarter.
Oh!
4 people left, and Mike just got sniped from the top.
I was playing with my guns.
Oh, let's see what happens when you play with yourself. Oh.
All right,
Back
Joe.
to the lab again,
I went back to the lobby. Oh, that was...
Overall, what would you say that your Fortnite Battle Royale is way too easy, just right, or way too difficult? Well, this is easy. We're going 5, way too difficult. We need a little bit easier lobbies there, Epic. Thank you. Oh,
that was something, Joe. That was something.
Glorious. Glorious, huh?
That is the way to end a stream if I've ever seen one.
Glorious. Glorious.
Sit there, playing with yourself and your guns. All right, Joe.
Airbender's OP, bro.
Dude, it's so OP. It's so OP. What last thoughts do you have on baseball for Turn 2 Tuesday? Anything?
Last thoughts on baseball. Enjoy this season. Enjoy what's going on. Enjoy Ellie De La Cruz. Remember, the Yankees suck. And Javi Baez is my spirit animal. And that's why I miss a lot. Because he can't hit a thing. And I can't hit a thing.
I guess
It's
that's
just the way it is.
That's one way to put it, huh? Like,
Yep.
Our ability to win is like Javi Baez's ability to hit pitches. Like every once in a while he'll get one.
Every once in a while he'll get an extra base hit. Every once in a while.
Hey, at least he's not as bad as Jose Abreu.
Oh,
and I don't know.
0.083.
I was going to say, I don't know if his batting average went up, but as of a couple of days ago, it didn't even qualify for getting a DUI. It was below 0.08.
Oh, man.
So, I know it's
one extra base hit, I think, this year.
It ain't much more than that if it is. I mean, he's atrocious. So, as an Astros fan, that one hurts. That's my Javi Baez, your all-time greatest Met.
All time. All time.
So,
forever and always.
All right, Joe. So, as a reminder for those of you watching at home, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3:30 East, 2:30 Central. We're live here with the BGSM Show, Bad Gaming, Sports, and more. Rons. We also are on Friday night at 8:30 East, 7:30 Central. I know I asked this at the beginning. If anybody in the chat wants to chime in, go ahead. But I'm looking at doing a Monday night stream where we can get Cam and Rob from the Aussies on, have a little Aussie special. We can get Ben and Joe and these guys to rotate in with us. But if you guys would be interested in seeing that, typically we're a little bit better at that point. We'll try to get those guys on. Just go ahead and leave it in the chat and let us know. If you're on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, Instagram, or TikTok, you can find the BGSM Show on my account at MMEALS25. That's MMeals25. If you're watching on Twitch over this shoulder, you should see the link to Joe, Cam, and Rob's Twitch accounts. Make sure you hit like and follow on theirs and turn the notifications on so you get the notifications when we go live. Joe, real quick, where's the rest of your stuff at if they're not on Twitch right now?
Well, you currently can't find it because it's knocked. It needs revived. There's a reboot card you can grab at twitch.tv/knockpleaserevive and on TikTok, tiktok.com/knockpleaserevive. Mike, for the first time ever, this TikTok will be coming out soon, but for the first time ever, I hit somebody in an airbender.
Nice.
Can't believe it.
Nice. Mrs. York 23, thanks for popping over and hitting the follow button. I appreciate that. As a reminder, we're trying to get Joe's account up to where he can be Twitch affiliate. That way we can do subs on his account as well. If you do have the wherewithal about you to use your Amazon Prime account, you can sub for free. It doesn't cost you anything. I know Joe would appreciate that when he gets his up. I appreciate the subs that we have. So thank you all for that. Thank you all for popping in. Joe, I will see you tomorrow, brother. Thanks for being here.
Already sounds good. Come back tomorrow. Bad gaming, sports, and morons.
Oh, Dumbledorable sent me a friend request on Fortnite. I'll have to check that out.
Nice.
Well, thanks for popping in. All right, y'all. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.